is another Deku what if. Um, this is what if Deku had explosions. I totally forgot. I really wanted to do this what if. And yeah, let's get this started. So explosions, how would Deku get it? And this one, what I would say is that Deku's mother is not related to Deku's or Bakugo's mom, but his father. Why I say father is because I'm pretty sure his father's quirk is similar to Bakugo's, but Bakugo's is just like a higher scale to his. If his father pretty much rubs his hands together and claps, he can make small explosions. So that's kind of what Inko would have, the same kind of thing. Quirk, then Deku's father. And yes, I'm outside, and every time I do a what if, it's always windy. But Deku's father's quirk would be, I would say, still fire and all that. It would just be like a fire quirk. And so, or I'll say his quirk is a type of liquid, like gas. It's like gasoline that he can ignite from his hands and spit it out and sort of make fire, make little puffs of flames, pretty much, is what Deku's father's quirk is. With this, this would create explosions for Deku, and Bakugo would have explosions too. So, whenever it comes to it, they would go Quirk Doctor on the same day with Katsuki, Bakugo, and all that. Tsukumadori are the cousins, and they will both be told that they have explosion quirks. They're showing it off. Their quirks are pretty much the same as what the doctor said, and all that, with them igniting sparks in their hands and all that. Of course, Bakugo is the more tempered one out of them, and Deku's not really tempered at all. So whenever they go home and all that, and at parks, Katsuki, Bakugo would try to fight Deku to test who's stronger. Of course, Deku would try not to and try to get out of it, but he'd keep on consistent. And what happens is that Deku compromise in this game that they create, or he creates, where they don't get into like an actual fight. Whoever can knock them off of the log. So there's a log in the forest that they usually go on, and there's water beneath it. And the game is whoever falls off from somebody's attack would lose. And pretty much what would happen is Deku would always explode the log below him, making him lose balance and pretty much fall off every time. And that would anger Bakugo, but he would continue to do it, trying to take him down, but Deku just outsmarts him every time. And all that. But of course, Bakugo would get to it till he wants to fight. And Deku would agree to this. They're a little older now, so their quirks are stronger. But they would get in a fight, and what would happen is Deku would grab onto Bakugo instead of swinging hands, and he would start exploding in that one area, up his arm and down it, which would make him lose grasp, and then he would grab him by the sides and explode it, which would do enough pain to make him stop, and he'll win. Deku is a lot different in this, and all that, and he really wants to become a hero with his quirk, so he asked his mother to take him to some martial arts class. In this martial arts class, he practiced judo and I say some karate maybe. But he would use mostly judo and all that. You know how that's just what matched Deku to he learned a lot of takedown moves also with his explosions that he created. So yeah, he would win, with Deku being declared the strongest in the school now on. But still, they would still get in some fights, but it would always end. It would end in either a teacher stopping it, or to the point that Deku would stop the match since they're both going to get too hurt. But yeah. But it's time for UA training. Bakugo would still do his training of training his explosions. All the same. And they're starting the UA training earlier, way before they give them the high school little things. So it's not time for the whole sludge villain. Bakugo's practicing on his strength of his explosions, while Deku thinks that their quirks are too wide-ranged to be used in any combat situation inside, or to get somebody, to rescue somebody, since they'll end up hurting them. So Deku would work on controlling his explosions, and to the point he creates his own move. This move is not like the EP shot, it's similar though, with concentrating his explosions. But what would happen is that there would be a sort of vacuum orb, you could say. It would look clear, but you can see the wind around it moving, with a red dot in the middle. And Deku would shoot this at some pile of trash, or I'll say at a dummy at his home, since he does practice martial arts. And it would hit it. What would be the result of hitting it? It would explode it with a concentrated explosion. Whenever he shoots explosions, you hear pops of explosions on the way. So, have you guys ever watched Avatar? I'm pretty sure you guys have, but you know that one enemy from the Fire Nation, where he can like condense fire to explosions? One of them called them Boom Boom for some reason. I forgot if they changed his name, but yeah, that's what Deku's explosions is based after. So yeah, but these would pretty much be a very strong explosion, and a very fast one indeed, and it's a long-range explosion. Of course, Bakugo is still just training how many times he can shoot it, and he would train his body for withstanding stronger explosions. Kind of how Deku told him as a kid, is why he was taking classes. Because Bakugo asked why he wants to learn martial arts if he has a strong quirk like this. And he explains the withdrawals of the quirk, that he should have listened to the doctor whenever he told us these. So yeah. But of course, Bakugo would go in the same path, but Bakugo would not learn any real martial arts. He would just train his body and maybe fighting with his own, like just his quirk sort of thing. So yeah. But it'll be time for the last, or not the last day of school, but almost it. They get the papers to choose where they're going. And Bakugo and Deku choose UA. But on Deku's way home, you know he'd run into the sludge villain. But when the sludge villain goes to attack him, Deku would be more on guard. He would grab his wrist, channeling explosions, and he would release it, shooting an explosion which would break apart the sludge villain in one shot. And that's whenever All Might would come in. Seeing Deku just shoot a blast almost instantly exploding the sludge villain, he asked Deku what he did and how did he do that and what's his quirk. Deku would explain. He would tell him his quirk is explosions and that he pretty much concentrated a explosion to not explode everywhere but to hit a certain target. And so this is what it created. He congratulate Deku and say that you'll be a fine hero there. And he'll jump off. But Deku would of course explode towards him out to get up there. Or to ask him if he could be the number one. Get up there seeing Small Might, which he confused. And All Might would tell him the whole situation of what happened. With Deku being surprised and a little confused. But he believes him. And so All Might would look and see the sludge villain's gone. I'll say that Deku's explosions behind All Might were strong enough to send a shockwave, enough to push off, like move one of his jackets to make the sludge villain fall. Which then they would hear an explosion, and him and All Might would hear it. All Might would go down the stairs going for it. Well, whenever he's going down, you'll see when Deku just burst off with explosions towards it. Getting there, he'll land in the crowd in front of them heroes with explosions. Seeing it's Bakugo, he would get ready and he would start making explosions again. The heroes trying to grab him, but he would blast off, bouncing side to side off the walls with his explosions, getting all the way to the sludge villain, flinging his hand down onto it, exploding it, releasing Bakugo's hand, while he explodes the other part where the sludge villain's attached to him, which would release him, but the sludge villain would form back from this. And Bakugo would see as Deku grabs his wrist, and he sees he's trailing explosions, releasing it, and it would go ahead and hit the sludge villain, just as it did earlier, creating an explosion that tears the sludge villain apart. Here we'll see as this kid just took down the sludge villain in one shot, pretty much. But of course, they would yell at him for charging in like that. What would happen if you hit the kid and all that. Which he would say that, give me a second, something fell. Sorry, somebody was dumb and put the flower pot in the most stupidest area. Since we have like a homemade balcony thing made out of like pallets, and somebody had a piece of wood that's not nailed in, and they put a freaking flower pot on it, and if I stepped on it, it flipped, and it shot the flower pot off of it. So yeah, but she has like 100 other ones out here. But he'll be scolded for jumping in and praised for his court. And Bakugo, when they asked if they're related, Deku would say that we're actually cousins, and we both have the same quirk. Explosions. So yeah. Of course, with this, Omar would come down and praise him and all that. And Bakugo and would walk home. Bakugo would split on him, telling him that he didn't need your help because my Quirk's stronger. Walking away while he's thinking in his head how Deku created that move. It was like a long shot explosion, which would confuse him. So he would go home thinking that he's stronger than him, and pretty much while going through that cycle, and he says, the time to UA, I'm going to train my hardest. Then Deku would be walking home with All Might coming up to him, offering one for all. And yeah, offering one for all. And you guys have to tell me if you want him to have one for all. Pretty much go in the comments and tell me. Actually, yeah, just do that. Honestly, if one of you guys comment all for one or one for all, then I probably won't do it. I need at least 3 or 2 maybe. Or people saying yes, or maybe I should put a comment down there and see how many likes they'll get. I don't know, man. Just see you guys later.